other day, there's like a very large dog that came into Pagoda, and I gave it some bacon because we got like there's like special bacon just for dogs that come in. And I was like petting the dog and talking to the owner, and then the dog clearly just got like a huge boner. And I mean, you know, like a dog boner. I don't know how big. I didn't like measure the dog's dick.
Bigger or smaller than your penis?
Smaller than my penis.
Mm-hmm. I believe you.
And it was a big dog. I don't know. Dog dicks are like, they're so skinny and weird. Like when the red shit comes out or whatever.
Yeah, they look like lipsticks.
Yeah, what the fuck is that? So is most of the penis internal on a dog?
Probably.
And then it just comes out, or like...
Yeah, do they fuck with that thing?
What
or do
is
they
coming
fuck with
out of their
thing?
dick?
I don't know. I think that is the dick.
I think that's the dick.
I know, but like...
And the rest is like the dick sack.
Yes. Foreskin.
But
Yes.
No, because it's not all foreskin.
All dogs are voting for Andrew Yang. Rest in peace, Andrew Yang. He dropped out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he dropped dead. Motherfucker's gone.
Poor guy.
He's gonna endorse Bernie for sure.
I hope so.
Man, I like him. I like the guy. I can't help it. You're not supposed to, because all of his ideas are stupid and bad, but he's hilarious.
Did I show you the
He said he knows about Medicare for all because he's Asian, so he knows doctors. I mean, come on. He said
we
that
already had this conversation
on the podcast.
On the podcast, yeah.
Fuck. But it was so funny.
But did I send you the Reddit thread from his subreddit when he dropped out? Like it was just all the letter F, like as in press F to pay respects. You guys know this meme? You guys?
No.
I don't know.
Oh God, it's so funny. All right, very briefly.
You sent it, and I did not understand what.
So in Call of Duty, there's a Call of Duty game where there's like a cutscene where you're at a funeral of a fellow soldier, and you're like the flag draped casket is passing you, and you're prompted, and it says press F to pay respects. That is a real thing, and so that's why you see the letter F whenever someone like dies or drops out or whatever.
See, yeah, his supporters, they're stupid, but they're funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess the first one to do it was funny, but whatever. They kept going.
How's that lead riddled ice? This is the last ice I've made without my water filter.
Oh, gotcha. It'll be good. It'll make you loose.
I don't know. I'm already stupid, so.
When did you take mushrooms today?
That's why your stomach was all fucked up.
I mean, kind of. I think it was because like I had a drink
It's the one drink he had. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just making fun of you because it's very on brand to do mushrooms and be like, it was the one beer.
I mean, mushrooms.
But I do believe it was the beer that like was the.
It was tequila pineapple.
Oh, okay. Well, that would make your stomach hurt. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like alcohol does not help at all on mushrooms. So you're right.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't that much either. Also, wait, which one of you asked me that just now?
Me.
Okay, yeah. Whoa, man. No, I thought you just guessed. I forgot who asked me the question. I'm not still tripping. I'm just stupid.
Yeah, no, I when you said you had a stomachache, I was like, I bet he took mushrooms. So.
Uh-huh. I mean, I did.
Yeah, that's a pretty safe bet on most days, I would say.
Right, and there was a dog parade. I wasn't gonna not.
Oh yeah,
take
did you guys go
mushrooms for
together?
the dog parade.
No.
Okay. You didn't go?
No, I didn't. I have not done a single Mardi Gras thing, which I'm kind of sad about, but also enjoying. Have you done Mardi Gras at all?
I did some Crew de Vue stuff. I almost showed up I saw you.
Oh, right. I remember that. Yeah.
I grabbed a fistful of grilled onions off of a grill and put them on my taco because I didn't understand how the vendor was going to disseminate the onions. And
were you really drunk?
No, I'm just dumb.
Wait, what vendor? Explain.
So my friend was selling tacos at the front of his
good
house.
as hell.
Yeah, and he had. Like he was making the tacos for people, but there was also like a pile of jalapenos, like kind of roasted jalapenos, and a pile of grilled onions. And he's like, "Those are for whoever want them." And so he handed me the tacos, and I didn't realize he meant like ask me.
Ask me for the onions.
And you could. So I just grabbed a fistful of it was like hot earthworms, and just dropped them on my taco, and
Those were worms, dude. You were tripping.
And
man.
immediately I was like, I wasn't supposed to. I've made a mistake. I hope he didn't see. Yeah, he saw.
That's so funny.
He said, yeah, don't do that.
The parade today was tight. It was good. I mean, it's always like fun or whatever, but then it was like over way sooner than anyone thought it was going to be over, and the whole crowd was like, what the fuck? And there was just like a ton of people like walking behind the parade to leave. And that lasted probably like a minute and a half, 2 minutes of just like a crowd of people walking through this like skinny street in the French Quarter. And then we just hear the rest of the parade like, you're in our way. And people had just completely like hijacked it. So there was like 5 more like floats of dogs like just walking behind the rest of these people like, we're not in the parade anymore. And our dogs are confused.
Yeah,
It's funny that none of the dogs knew that was going to happen.
I thought Barkus was yesterday because I went for a bike ride on the Lafitte Greenway and I passed a man.
You just saw a dog and you were like, oh, it's Barkus.
I saw a man walking a dog that he had dyed pink or something. It was, I was like, surely this is.
That must be an occasion. And not just a normal pink dog.
Yeah, or just like I don't know. But
I mean, maybe he just didn't have time to dye the dog, but you probably don't want to.
do you dye the dog at all? Is that legal?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. You can dye. If kids can dye their hair safely, then dogs can probably dye their hair safely.
So you are going off of no information there. You're just like,
They have dog
things are
safe.
like other things.
They have dog safe dyes, and like,
Do they?
yeah, like you can dye your hair with Kool-Aid. You don't have to.
Are you saying dog safe when you mean human safe?
No, I
No,
feel
dog
like they
safe.
make dyes for dogs. I think it's a ridiculous thing to do, and
Yeah, it's stupid.
I think it's stupid, but I also don't think it's like cruel. Like I think that I think it'd be really cruel to use like horrible ammonia-ridden like drugstore hair dye on
Actually,
a
I
dog.
just remembered one time for like a little league baseball team I was on, we were purple, and my parents dyed the dog purple for one of the games. I was pretty tight though. That's
Yeah.
pretty
good
awesome.
times.
Yeah.
That dog
It would be weird to just dye your dog a normal dog color that it wasn't.
like blonde.
I want it to have spots.
We're trying out brunette on Fluffy.
Oh, is that a golden retriever? No, it's a chocolate lab.
Yeah, I got a thing for redheads, so I don't know.
And then it gets roots.
Yeah. There were a couple people who were like trying to make their dogs
Shakira,
like too sexy. There was like a Calvin Klein like clothed dog in the dog parade, and I was like, I don't like this.
I don't like that at all.
No.
Yeah.
It was a skinny dog too, and I was like, this is bullshit. This
I
is
do
not
like
body
the idea of a
positive.
dog kind of pitching a tent with underwear on, though. That's a funny visual for me.
Dude, also, have you noticed with dog boners that it like moves
How often
A
do you
lot.
look at dog boners?
as often as I can?
Yeah.
I mean, when dogs see me,
It makes me
they get
really
hard.
uncomfortable when a dog is sexually aroused. I
No,
remember
it's
that
awful.
being, yeah. I just,
But the dicks move. They like.
ugh.
They're like prehensile.
I don't think they're prehensile. I think
What's
it's out
that
of
mean?
control.
Opposable dicks. It's
What does prehensile mean?
oh, like a tail, like a monkey's tail that can like grip a branch. Or
Oh,
whatever,
okay.
You know?
Oh, God, that'd be horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, for a dick?
Yeah, if
Yeah.
that was part of sex.
Come hither,
I mean, for cats, it kind of is. They got the like hook
Weird.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
Ugh.
dude. I don't understand. Why can't things be nice?
Yeah.
I mean, it's awful. Except, have you get like any of those animals where they have to do like an elaborate dance before they fuck? Like, have
Oh
you
yeah,
seen-
Birds of Paradise.
yeah, that rules.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I saw a bird doing a mating dance today. It wasn't the elaborate. It's nothing like the Birds of Paradise thing, but when there's these like really
I'm
pretty.
just picturing a bird doing the like little Jeff dance with the like
Oh,
fingers.
God,
like,
gross.
yeah.
That's not what he does to have sex. He just
would
does
be
that
good.
when he like thinks that something that he said was funny. But no, these birds on the bayou, they're like I guess there's some kind of heron or something. I don't know, but they're like black and they have like really pretty wings and they just like wobble around and make weird noises and do their wings like this. And I think it's a mating thing. It has to be a mating thing. And also if you like walk very close to them, they won't stop because they're like in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I saw that today and I put it on my Instagram story and said, when you trying a nut. But
I didn't understand that at all.
I think it's a mating thing.
Okay, so
and then
you thought
someone who
that
knows
it
about
was trying
birds
to get
confirmed
laid.
I think it is. Yeah, I think it was trying to fuck.
lay peep.
Yeah. That's very funny.
An old viral video just went re-viral of a BBC show, like a nature show, and they're filming a mating ritual of like a parrot, and the cameraman gets too close, and the parrot fucks his head for like minutes at a time, and he's got like big claw marks, like Amy Klobuchar claw marks on the back of his neck.
Oh,
And
man.
yeah,
That's so good.
And Stephen Fry says, "You're being shagged by a rare parrot." It's so good. It's good. I'm
That's
glad that
very
it came
funny.
back.
Man, I feel so stupid because I thought, did you see the Nigerian Pete thing? Did you see it?
You thought it was not a joke.
I thought it was, no. He's a real man. It was not Liz Smith or anyone else. It was a real man that they interviewed. And I like I thought there was no way that he was real.
Yeah.
But he's real, and it doesn't appear that he's like even being paid by anyone or
Wait,
like.
give me more of the context because you tried to explain this and I don't understand it.
Okay, so this will be old news, so I won't spend too much time on it. But
No, this podcast is for people who want to know what was happening on Twitter 2 weeks ago.
so this person was they created a Twitter account very recently, like a lot of like sock puppet accounts do, and they had like 200 tweets or something, and they were all in support of Mayor Pete, and it was like, I'm Nigerian and I love Mayor Pete. That was like most of them, and it said the location was in Nigeria, but like at one point the account tweeted that they just woke up and it was 5 p.m. Also, it's weird because if they live in Nigeria, ostensibly they're not American. Maybe they're American. I don't know. But ostensibly they would not be voting in the election. But anyway,
Where's the birth certificate, Mayor Pete?
okay. And then at one point they quote tweeted something, or no, I think they quote tweeted something and said, it's Liz here, because I guess he was just like doing a voice as if he's very into Mayor Pete.
Yeah.
And everyone thought it was fake, and everyone thought it was Liz Smith's account, that she had a burner, fake Nigerian burner account. And everyone was like
A
making
Pete Pal account. Sorry.
Wait, what?
Burner. You said burner.
Oh.
I'm being an idiot.
Yeah.
I'll cut that.
Don't code it.
Anyway, I made fun of it. I was like, how are we not supposed to mock these people? This obviously fake, like...
What do you mean these people?
Yeah, how are we not supposed to mock Nigerians?
Anyway, so the person's real. Ashley Feinberg, you know that journalist, interviewed him, and she was like, this brings me no pleasure, but he's a real man. and I like just didn't delete my tweet. I just responded like, okay, I'm wrong. This is embarrassing, but I can't delete it because I don't want to be a coward.
The name
basically.
Ashley Feinberg
delete-
sounds like you're just trying to make up a name for a hot
I delete
Jew.
tweets all the time,
Yeah.
but when I'm wrong, I'm like, it's one thing to be like, that's cringe, which happens to me all the time,
Yeah.
or like, that's just a stupid tweet, or that doesn't make sense.
Dude, I delete
think that's
threats
fine.
so often because I always get drunk and forget that you are not allowed to threaten people. And then I'm like, fuck, I can't.
I want to look at your tweets and replies one day, and it's just going to be every senator like, I'm going to kill you.
Did I talk about
I mean, it is shit like that. And then I'm like, I can't put this.
I'll be at your next softball game, Senator.
I've been practicing my aim.
Yeah. Did I tell you guys that I'm reading the Unabomber Manifesto?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I can't believe I haven't
Cool.
read that.
It's
It's
cool.
Wait, why is it cool?
It's very funny to me because he's like...
He was like right about a bunch of stuff, right?
He was right about a bunch of stuff, and he also was like a whiny, like, I hate political correctness guy, and it's just a very funny combination where he's like pretty clearly articulates like why he thinks people feel alienated, and it's not like cookie cutter Marxist shit at all. He like hates leftists, but it's like he has like a pretty sophisticated articulation of like the psychology of alienation, and then he's like, and also like leftists are pussies. It's just like it's a very
So he's just Chapo Trap Houses.
no. He's like it's like
They've gotten very sincere.
he would. I think
I
he
know.
would,
I don't like it. I mean, I do every once in
Sorry.
a while.
No, it's
but,
okay.
You know.
I think that he would be like a Yang guy now. like
He was
technocratic.
he was like recruited by the CIA as a child,
No,
right?
I'm just trying to think.
That is, I think, true, but I don't know that stuff very well. That's something that I learned
he was like
recently.
he was like a math like whiz, like just like whiz kid, and the CIA like
He's the youngest math professor at MIT. I mean, not MIT, Berkeley, I think, ever.
Unabomber basic income. I'm trying to think of a joke for it.
yeah, the CIA just recruited him. So I don't know exactly what happened there, but like him and the Boston bomber was like FBI, right?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
I like don't.
The Boston bomber was like an FBI informant, like so him and his brother, and then they did that, and they were just like, oh, we had no, everything was fine. We weren't looking at this guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, if that guy can get away with that, you know.
Yeah. But I think we should all read the Unabomber Manifesto and talk about it.
Okay, I'll
Really?
do that. Yeah, I'll do
Really?
it.
We should do like a book
Is
club.
it like a fun? Is it a page turner?
I am enjoying reading it, and it's pretty short.
How long is it?
You sold me.
Like maybe 180 pages or something.
Okay,
yeah.
I can do that.
And it's pretty
Let's
clear.
do it for like next week.
Okay,
can do it.
Absolutely.
I've already read one book this year.
Hell
It's
yes.
been 2 months.
How funny is it going to be? Like you'll like tweet about how you read another book, and people are gonna be like, "What was it?" You're gonna talk about it at work. I've been reading so many books. What have you read?
I've been kind of losing my shit at work. Like the Bloomberg stuff, I kind of went a little too crazy for work about the political stuff. Like I just hold back so much stuff, and I was just like, but it's okay usually because like my coworkers kind of agree with me, but I'm pretty sure one of them's a Republican, so I kind of gotta like, I don't know. We're not supposed to.
I mean, so is Bloomberg. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just anyway. I definitely feel like people would report me to HR if I said I was reading the Unabomber Manifesto.
Hell yeah.
I want to print it out and just read it at the parades. Just like bring it to the muses. Just like,
Just like find a copy of the New York Times where they printed it, and then just bring that copy of the New York Times. Yeah.
I will read it. Can I
Dude,
read it after you?
I have
don't
it on
wanna-
my little e-reader.
Oh, never mind. I'll just order it.
Like, I get how Bloomberg could like buy the election
Library.
somewhat or whatever, but it's so crazy that anyone thinks that they could be like, what if there was a person who was exactly the same as Donald Trump but Jewish? Like that guy's gonna win. Fuck no.
I was actually thinking of like,
Because like Bernie is like,
I was thinking if
Bernie's
Trump was going to
Jewish,
go
but-
more anti-Semitic or like, is he going to try
He's
to
gonna
be?
do Short King stuff.
Is he going to try to be? So say the nominee
That's
was
anti-Semitic.
Bloomberg. So say the nominee was Bloomberg. Is he going to be super anti-Semitic and pro-black, or is he going to try to win over people by being more racist against black people than Michael Bloomberg? Does that make sense?
anti-Semitic and pro-black
No.
would be a hilarious move for Donald Trump.
I feel like
The running joke is that Trump will outflank centrist Democrats from the left.
yeah.
He would totally be like, stop and frisk is ridiculous. I mean, he loves.
yeah.
I mean, he loves stop and frisk. He like watches videos of it while he jacks off, but like he
Right.
would pretend to think it was stupid.
Yeah, he's definitely a much better politician than Bloomberg.
Yeah.
Oh man.
When Donald Trump calls me, I don't know what he sounds like, so I can't do an impression. But like Donald Trump calls me Little Mike.
Try. I want to see what direction you go.
Donald Trump calls me Little Mike, but maybe we should measure like what's in our brains. Like he literally tweeted that. Like what a fucking idiot. He's like it's like the Short King equivalent of getting a DNA test to prove that you're 1/1000th Cherokee or whatever. Yeah, he's fucked if he gets nominated.
Yeah, he's
Also, we're fucked if he gets nominated, even if he wins.
he's the
Oh yeah, big
he's
time.
the sort
Oh
of
my God.
Jewish person
I wouldn't
that
vote.
like anti-Semitism like revolves around.
Right.
Yeah.
Like he's like a Jew who just buys everything and controls everything.
He's
and,
the
like,
he's the
fucks
real
people up. Like he
Let's
is.
say he's the real bad Jew.
He is, but like that's. I mean, it's a fucking trope.
Yeah.
And there happens to be a couple people like that you can fucking point to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's no way he would win.
But there's
an election.
so many like Gentiles like that you can point to too. It just sucks because the stereotype does exist.
Yeah, it's not a stereotype for those people. I mean, it is in a way, but it's not like
No, there isn't.
Not
It's
like a
just like-
stereotype that you can like weaponize.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just
Like I'm worried about it, but I'm kind of not worried about it because he's just so unlikable. Like he couldn't win anywhere.
No, he's not going to win shit. He's just going to. I think the main concern for me is that he would run third party.
Yeah, that I would. I don't know what the fuck I would do.
He threatened to do that in 2016 and bring out the nomination.
I know. I'm like really.
Dude, did y'all see the?
That would be
apparently
insane.
He was thinking of asking Hillary to be the running mate.
That's insane.
Dude.
I mean, the only reason
God.
I like that is because like how bad that would make Hillary Clinton feel.
Oh, yeah.
To run as fucking
yeah.
VP.
Yeah.
Donnie Deals after like losing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
The Epstein
she's
ticket.
so pathetic.
Well, I don't think that she had anything to do with it. I think they were just like.
No, she
I
wouldn't
think they
do
just.
that.
Yeah,
She has
I feel
absolutely
like
not.
way
she
too
would.
much pride.
Yeah.
I feel like she doesn't have any pride.
No, she has way too much pride. She would never.
No, she's all
ever.
pride.
Yeah, she's all pride, but I think
She'll
that she
probably have
doesn't
him
realize.
killed
I don't
for
think that
even
she believes
leaking
that she
that.
lost. I feel like she believes that like people
Russians
like her.
and Bernie
Yeah, I
did
think
it.
that she believes people like her. I don't know.
No, I mean I think that's true. I just think that yeah.
I mean, she's all pride because it's like, okay, a person like that who's like, I want to be in American politics so bad that I want to be the president. And then they lose. And then they decide to just not be in government at all anymore. It's like, you don't give a fuck. You just want the win.
Right.
Because like
Yeah.
she could be a senator again.
Easy.
Yeah.
Or she could be like a judge or something. Like she could, you know.
Oh, how funny would it be if she ended up on the Supreme Court? That'd be lit. Is she a lawyer?
Probably. Yeah, no, she was like, what? Didn't she do corporate law for a little bit?
I don't know.
They all did corporate law.
She was a lawyer. I don't
Yeah.
think she was ever like a judge or was she a judge?
No, you don't have to be. I mean, people were talking about putting Obama on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah.
That's so fucking awesome.
Well, he was a law professor. That makes a little bit more sense, but
People's imaginations are just so small.
I
They're like,
know.
this guy. that we
Yeah,
all fucking-
I know 12 names, and we should pack the courts with them. Barney. Barney, Mommy, Daddy. Yeah. Al Pacino. Yeah. I can't even think of 12 names. That's
Yeah, Aquaman.
Oh my God, the Wakanda Forever Rosa Parks.
Harriet Tubman.
Wakanda Forever Harriet Tubman credit card is one of the funniest things I've ever
Wait, it's a
seen.
credit card?
Yes. It's a credit card.
Like disseminated by a
Yeah, I thought it was stupid enough to see just like had the image of her doing the like thing because it's like that's
No,
not.
it's like a commemorative credit card with Harriet Tubman
Yeah. It's a civil rights
doing
credit
the
card.
Wakanda
What
Forever.
company made that?
Was it
Well,
Wells Fargo?
No, it was One United Bank, and I'm very disappointed because they are black owned, which makes it way less funny.
Yeah.
if it would be really really funny if it was a white owned bank.
It does make it way less funny.
Yeah, but it's still pretty.
It's
funny.
still ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it's not as disgusting.
I mean, to market anything in banking that way is, or anything at all that way is fucked up. But
Yeah, but it'd
especially
be
like
so
a
much
credit
worse.
card because it's like this literally gets you like indentured. Like this is how you go under. This is how we
this
own
is the
you.
opposite of liberation.
like Frederick Douglass posing with Dolomite, and just like
I mean, is the fucking Chase Freedom card? It was like this is insulting.
yeah. Alex Jennings had a joke about that.
What?
Just about the fact that there's a credit card called Chase Freedom.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want y'all to have to get new drinks so I can go make another mocktail. I've drank 25 LaCroix today, or fake LaCroix.
Boobly. Is that
Bubbly or Boobly.
No, it looks like it says Boobly.
I think Michael Bublé is on the commercials, but
Wait, really?
I think so. At
Oh,
least
that's
Jeff
funny.
said that today. I don't know. I've never.
That sounds like a joke that Jeff would make.
No, I thought it was a
it's-
joke, but then he was like, "No, he is," and so I was like, "Okay, maybe he is. See if he is, or was it a bad Jeff joke?" But I assumed he is. Okay,
Yeah.
I assumed that.
Sorry, Jeff.
I don't know how much LaCroix cost, but yesterday when I was in the grocery store, I assumed that this was like much cheaper because it looked like knockoff LaCroix, and it was like $4.29 for 12. And then I passed up the LaCroix, and they were like $4.99. So it's really not that very much cheaper.
I got to get back into the LaCroix game, dude.
Yeah,
I'm,
I'm trying to like do an every other night thing for alcohol. So
how's that going?
I mean, it's barely going, but I feel fine now. Just, yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. I like my fake booze.
Yeah, it really is more about the ritual and having something to do with it.
Oh, yeah. Right now I'm like
That's a
freaking
cliche.
out.
I've got so much shit that I should be doing. I'm definitely gonna not drink this week because I just have way too much shit to do.
Yeah.
I don't think I've checked an email in like 6 months.
Dude, whenever I
that's
check my personal account, it's so horrible. I always have missed something very bad. Or like something that could have been very good that I missed. Not always, but that does happen.
Yeah.
The other day I was like, all right, I'm finally, because like I have like a mental block with it because it's just built up so much
yeah.
that I like just won't even look at it.
Yeah.
And
Is everyone like that?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone's like that. Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, there are entire like productivity strategy books or whatever, and it's entirely about like, okay, find a way to convince yourself that your list only has 3 things on it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
It's all about like making sub lists so that you can look at a short list.
Right. Yeah, I'll like be dreading doing something for work, and then once I actually do it, it's not as hard. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah.
But yeah, I looked at it. I was like, all right, I'm going to look at it. And then the first email, like I had gotten an email like 2 minutes before from my cousin who I've been trying to get to come to New Orleans for like years. And he was like, I want to come to New Orleans. And I was like, sweet, great. And then I like replied to him. I was like, you should definitely come down here when, let me know whenever. And then I was like, all right, accomplished that.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
just haven't looked at emails.
Yeah.
But I'm glad because like I do want to see the guy. And I could have just completely missed that.
Which cousin is this?
Jesse. He's the one who's just an older, more quiet version of me.
Gotcha.
Can't imagine either of those things.
Older. You
Old.
think I'm gonna die soon, and I won't shut the fuck up?
That sounds right. Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't think you'll die soon.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Why are you smirking?
Because I didn't say that I don't think that you never shut the fuck up.
Oh yeah, I mean I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, who among us?
that's true.
Yeah, if I'm quiet, it's probably bad.
Yeah.
We should do Vipassana.
What?
Like breathing meditation on the podcast?
No, not right now, but
What is that?
the silent meditation
I don't like
retreat
that. I
thing.
don't like it.
No, yeah, I hate that noise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That really sucks.
Oh no, the 10-day thing.
Dude.
Yeah, I want to do it
wanna
again,
that.
but I just never.
Oh God, I'd kill
Oh,
myself.
so you mean like a literal silent retreat, not just like the meditation?
Yeah.
I would kill
We had
myself.
talked about that.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, like,
I
going
would
to the
die
same
without
one.
my phone.
That's
It was like both times I did it was so much better than real life that like the only shitty thing about it was that it ended.
There is literally 0% chance I would ever take 10 days off of work and not go on vacation. And also I can't take 10 days off of work without like checking an email. I'm not allowed. Yeah.
that's fucked up, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's a long time.
Wait, when
You
does,
should quit that job.
I was about to say,
man.
when does
That
Jeff's
job
first
sucks.
paycheck come in?
I mean, I also want to like go on a honeymoon and stuff. Jeff's first paycheck,
Go on a honeymoon with yourself.
no. Probably in like 3 weeks. Yeah.
3 weeks. How long are you going to be gone? Where are you going?
What? We're not going anywhere. We haven't made plans yet because we haven't had enough money yet. But I want to leave the country.
His dumbass wants to go to like Ireland, right? That's
Yeah.
stupid. Ireland sounds stupid.
He's willing to not go to Ireland, but I want to leave the country. Like I want to go on like a real like.
Go to the beach. Fuck Ireland.
I mean, we can go to the beach here
Go to the Irish
You
beach.
can.
I'd
You
wanna
cannot
go-
go to the beach here. You
in,
fucking.
in America.
Oh, I mean in America, yeah. But
Yeah.
like
No, I'm saying I want to leave the country. I don't know where I want to go. I want to go somewhere completely different.
the
from here.
Gulf is not the beach though. Like it's kind of the beach, but
I mean, it's
not.
literally the beach.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Their entire yeah.
It sucks.
I mean, yeah, it's very pleasant, but it's not the same as like going to a more beautiful beach in another country. But I don't know what kind. I just want to go out of the country. I want to find something we both want to do. He really, really wants to go to Ireland because he's never been out of the country, and he like whatever. I like Ireland. I do think it's gorgeous. And I think we'd have fun there. But I want to do something where I can like be outside and see beautiful stuff and like climb hills and stuff. So that's what I want to do. I don't want to do that much like other touristy stuff besides that.
I don't think I've ever been west of Iowa. I'm thinking about like West Coast beaches. Mm-hmm. I've never
Yeah,
been.
that sounds tight.
I've never been to the West Coast in my life, and I'm sure it's much prettier than like the Gulf. But I do love like the Gulf.
Yeah. I want to learn to surf. I want to be
Yeah.
a beach bum.
Let's go meditate and surf.
Yeah, let's
Dude, I can't
let's
believe-
go become parodies of who our dads thought they would be.
Yeah, that was.
Your dad thought
I
he was
fucked
gonna be a
up living in
surfer?
Hawaii by not surfing.
He
But
just thought he was gonna
I
be
just
cool.
didn't have any money. Like you have to either buy a surfboard or like be a hot girl so someone tries to teach you how to surf. so they can fuck you.
Yeah.
Or like rent.
Because of the implication. Have you seen that episode of It's Always Sunny?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
The implication where Dennis is like
Talking about bringing a woman on a boat and saying like she has to have sex with you because of the implication. And then Mac is like, it sounds like she doesn't want to have sex. And he's like,
Sounds like rape.
no.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not. I would never do anything. It's just the implication.
That show's good as fuck. I never watched that show.
We watch it every night. It's like
is
The
new
The
season
Office.
good? I couldn't get into it.
It's like I have no idea. I haven't seen the new season.
Okay.
We just watch
Reruns,
old episodes. Yeah.
I love Always Sunny, but I got kind of sick of it. It gets
Dude, TV is way less fun when you're alone.
yeah.
I can't watch TV alone. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
no,
get
it sucks. It's
uncomfortable and anxious and like.
I can only watch like really intense. Like I can watch like Band of Brothers alone because I feel like they're my brothers. And we've been
Y'all
through
are
war.
boys.
Yeah, or like The Sopranos or like The Americans. Anything where like someone's like being
you and
like
Jeff
hurt.
stayed up to watch Sopranos when I went to bed the other night. It
Oh, that's
was very
tender.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was leaning on him for some of it. I was really drunk.
Yeah. We got way too drunk. I felt like shit yesterday.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
I know how I did. I drank like bottles of wine.
Well, me too, I guess. But
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting.
For a second, you were about to be like, I don't know how it happened, and then you were like, no, wait, yeah, I know. Yeah.
Well, I don't know how it happened because I was like, oh, I'll drive Mary to Evan home and then I'll go home. And then it was like 4 hours later and I was shit-faced on your couch, leaning on your husband, watching The Sopranos.
Oh man.
Yeah, but like, I can't watch like fun TV alone.
Yeah.
And like,
I love television, but I like watching.
now my
other
house
people.
is, I feel like I'm like quarantining myself in the room because Chris has the flu. And he's just been sitting in the dark for like 4 days.
No,
It's fucked. He just every once in a while just like makes a horrible noise like he hurts and he's just sitting on the couch in the dark. I saw him watching, like the Hulu, like when you're not watching TV, how the like Hulu logo just goes from like one corner of the screen to the. He was just watching that.
Oh my god!
I know. He made like.
I was worried he was gonna die, but he got Tamiflu. Like he was telling me about what was happening to him, and he made it going to die.
He made a Theraflu hot toddy today, and I was
Oh
like,
my
that's progress. At least you're moving.
Oh man!
But yeah, it's been awful. If he goddamn better not give me the flu before Izzy gets here.
Oh my god! I cannot get the flu.
Yeah,
I'm not
that.
using the rest of my fucking PTO on the fucking flu. I'll go to work and everyone's going down with me.
Yeah, I bought a bunch of like
That's not true.
Disinfecting shit, and I was just like rubbing like door handles and everything. Like, please don't give me that.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I get really nice when I'm on the flu. Like I'm a better person because I just give up and I don't like stress about not doing things.
Yeah.
Like, usually I'm just like always not doing
It is
something.
like weirdly
Right.
comforting to be sick that way because
Yeah.
you can just
You're just-
be the piece of shit.
See,
that you
I always feel that
are.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's this weird thing where when I'm skipping work and I'm not violently ill or I'm not ill at all, I'm thinking about like all the ways that me not being there is hurting what's going on and like all the stuff I'll have to do. But when you're sick enough, you're like, there's no way I can even entertain these thoughts. Like, so how could I be stressed about work when I'm this sick? And it's like,
Right.
you could always have that level of serenity. Like you could
true.
always just be like, I'm not going to work today and everything will be fine.
I mean, I've never cared about what's happening at a job that I've had at all. Even
Yeah.
a little bit.
I mean, but when you work at a school, it's like, oh yeah, the day Mary Devon wasn't there when jumped off the second story balcony. You know what I'm saying? It's like
You named a kid in this.
You were just
sorry,
talking about.
I know, but that's also
No.
a real kid that has issues. So please bleep her name out. I'm sorry.
Oh man, it is funny though.
She does, but anyway, she has like. Anyway, sorry. Like when you work at, it's not just like it's a mix of like professional culture. But the thing is, all the pressure I have is like making things good for kids. So it's not like that horrible. Does that make sense? Like it's not like someone's like, we got to make more money. It's like,
Right.
we got to.
No kids are gonna die. They might
Right.
just like be sad.
Or like kids like to have activities and sports and like adequate
They
supervision.
might be sad
man.
and kick a Coke can instead of
Yeah.
a soccer ball.
Actually, now that you're bringing this up, the other night I had a dream about the last family that I nannied for, and I was like hanging out with the kids, and then the like mom came in, and like the whole like tone of the dream completely changed. Like everything was like fine. I was like hanging out.
Wow.
God no! Oh, Jesus Christ, no. But yeah, it was like no. I hate that. I'm quitting the podcast because of that.
I want to see this woman. Is she ugly or just an asshole?
Just an asshole. She's a completely normal looking person.
Okay.
But yeah, it was like there was like thunder in the dreams. Like it went like so bad, and then like I was like yelling, and she was yelling. And like it had been just a dream about like, oh, I haven't seen these kids I used to take care of every single fucking day. It's nice to see you or whatever.
And then your brain remembered, like, remember why you're happy you don't see those kids anymore?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God, fuck working for rich people.
Okay. I'm going to go get a mocktail.
Okay.
Can
Right.
I have one too?
Yes. You want me to make you one?
Yeah, I think I might drink more, but also have a mocktail.
Sure.
Because that sounds fun.
What were you going to say?
It can wait. It's a question. But
Okay.
Yeah. For you, remind me.
Okay.
I have it written down.
Start over. Do you ever have that thing where I feel like this only happens to me when I like go into a bathroom, but like I have like a song in my head, and like I'm used to being able to like when I'm at home like absentmindedly like sing the song or like hum the song or whatever. But if I'm like around people, I'm
You
like
forget it? No.
no, I'm like, was I doing that out loud or was I not doing that out loud?
Oh, yeah, that does happen to me.
Just because like it's only like in bathrooms where you're like that like
Free.
stupid. Yeah. Free, yes. Free, stupid, same fucking thing.
Live, stupid, or die. Yeah.
Live, stupid, love.
So I was going to ask you, what do you want for your wedding present?
Oh, nothing.
Oh, wait. I was gonna,
Susanna will not permit that to be the
Okay.
case. You have to think of something.
I was gonna help you plant a garden. I'll still do that.
Ooh, I would love that.
Yeah.
We really need that. Also, I know what we're going to do. We're going to do azaleas. Anyway, we'll talk about it. But we mostly just need to weed. I just want to do something that's pretty and
Dude,
that you don't need to
I
tend
like
to.
weeding and shit like that.
Okay, I
Yeah.
would love to do that.
Ooh. Oh, man, you guys should do, like, you should do jasmine along your fence.
Oh, that'd be pretty.
All you have to do is, if you just get, like, 3 plants and... Like,
along the like lattice work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, space them out. It'll just completely, like, take that over.
Oh,
in,
you
like,
mean the backyard
couple
or in the
years.
front? You mean in the backyard?
Yeah, in the backyard.
Okay. Yeah, I'm more worried about the front because it's overgrown with weeds. Anyway.
Oh, that, like, little
Yeah.
area right there?
I need to get those up on both sides and then get something in there that like needs no maintenance but will like grow and get big.
I was talking to Jeff about, like, doing, like, a raised bed in the backyard. Like,
Yeah. That would be cool. I just need to find someone
Doing,
who will
like,
help me weed the
herbs and
front.
shit.
Because the front is like so embarrassing. Anyway, I
I'll
have
do
no
that.
idea
I
what
love-
we want.
I love
There's
that
so
kind of
much shit. Something that's like beautiful that goes on a wall or something, not something that needs to be stored.
Got it.
Would be great.
Got it.
Would love something like that.
Okay, that's perfect. Giving
Yeah.
Susanna some leeway. 'Cause
Yeah.
She really likes to buy. She likes to buy thoughtful gifts so that you
Nice.
to prove that she likes you.
That's
I'll
very
take something.
sweet.
Yeah.
If Suze
but we
wants
do
to
need
buy
art.
me anything, she can. I'll take a gift.
What were you saying about literally anything else?
I got nothing, man.
All right.
I can talk all day about the internet and my own
Jordan
boring life.
Jordan Peterson.
Yeah. What happened? Oh, yeah. His daughter hid him away in a mental institution, right?
I mean, my understanding is that he was addicted to benzos and couldn't find any American or North American doctors who were willing to let him cold turkey it. So he went to Russia, where there's doctors who were like, you'll just stop taking it, and then you're not addicted anymore. And then he's immediately had seizures and shit because you can't do that with fucking benzos. So.
Well, sorry,
I mean,
Jordan Peterson.
yeah,
That sucks.
dude. Unless he fucking changes who he is, I hope bad things happen to him.
I mean,
Like,
I don't hope bad things happen to him.
I think addiction's extremely fucked up, and it's like not cool when that ruins people's lives or whatever. But like, he's a fucking Nazi. Like, he can go. Like, I hope he dies.
I like was so late to the Jordan Peterson discussion that all I knew was like the they them stuff. I didn't know he was that he refused to call people by they them pronouns. I didn't know he was a Nazi.
Well, he's just like
Is that what you're saying is a Nazi?
a foundational alt-right figure who's like
Okay.
always he's like obsessed
Yeah,
with gender
But then there
roles
are
as,
some
His
like
whole thing is
sort of
biological.
lefty people who like
no, his
him.
whole thing is cultivating a fucking like brand of like getting a bunch of like disaffected like white men to be more angry and happy about what they are.
much like Bernard Sanders.
Wait, what?
Geordie Bros. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean,
Peep
he seemed
House.
like an
Like,
asshole.
If
but-
if you have power and influence and you're breeding anything reactionary, like you're dangerous, and I hope you die.
I don't hope. I mean, I don't hope that he dies. I don't like him, but I also like definitely don't think that anyone like. I mean, maybe dying, I guess, but like,
I mean, I guess
hoping bad things happen to people, that doesn't make them better. But yeah, I guess if you're hoping that he dies, that's a valid point because then he would be gone.
Right. I mean, it would probably make people valorize him even more, which sucks. But like,
Yeah.
I just.
He's off to clean the biggest room of all.
It's good when people like get like treatment for their addictions and their problems or whatever, but I have no sympathy for that motherfucker or
Yeah, I don't
anyone
know
who
a
likes
lot
him
about
or
him.
like his kind, his whole fucking class of people.
I don't know how I missed out.
Like there's
on all
they've done so much damage. Like I don't give a fuck about those people.
Yeah, you're just getting really mad about something that I don't really know exactly what it is. So that's why I'm kind of just like, okay, I believe you, but I
don't know,
didn't
think I'm
see
just,
a lot
I'm
of
just
that.
mad about him.
Yeah,
more
for
than anything
sure.
else.
Yeah, but there are like some people, granted, like ironic, shitty ones, but like still people who are not on the right who have kind of implied, I don't know, maybe they're just joking. I don't think I fully understand irony sometimes, especially when I'm not totally familiar with like who Jordan Peterson is. Some people seem like they almost, even though they're making fun of him, kind of just think he's like funny. And then some people like, I feel like you, where he's like a dangerous person. You know what I mean? So I don't really know. Didn't really understand. And the only thing I had seen about him was like the they them stuff, which is bad, but also like most like older white men feel that way in private. It's not like, I mean, he still has power and influence, but that's not like, it's not good, it's bad, it's bigoted, but it's not this insane thing. I've seen so many people say that. It's just that he's powerful.
Yeah, I don't really associate him with like Nazi shit and racism so much as I associate him with like the
Gender.
insistence that gender roles are biological and that feminism
Yeah, which is very bad.
makes women unhappy because
Yeah.
they really want to be at home barefoot.
But he knows who his base is, and
Right.
he knows what those people think, and he like stokes anger and resentment in those people, and like the kind of feeling in them that like all of their like inherent biases can be validated by these like bullshit intellectual ideas.
just watch a Disney movie, dude. That's
Yeah.
all in there.
And yeah, that's
Watch
his thing. It's
Aladdin.
like fucking the Princess and the Frog means that it's cool that you fucking like want to rape people.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
fuck
that's
him.
fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And like
he's suffering now. Hope you're happy.
it sucks too that like that's so many people's like outlet to Carl Jung, who like was stupid in a lot of ways, but also a lot of those ideas are like very cool and fun to entertain, and like it's sort of like soiling like an entire like area of thought. Mm-hmm. Fuck him.
What did he do with Carl Jung's thought?
He's just really into like
Not to be confused with young Carl's thought.
I hate it.
Carl's Junger.
Sorry I laughed like that. It's so funny. And then I thought about, Carl's your World of Warcraft carrier.
Oh yeah, Carl.
Carl. Carl.
I haven't played that game in a long time. Michael Eisenstein is misses me. He's gaming alone these days. I know.
Damn.
He's got friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, poor guy. I have no sympathy for tall men either.
They do the same stuff Jordan Peterson does by being taller than me.
Yeah, I don't like it that they can reach stuff and block my shot when I try and
Yeah. See,
do
okay,
a
this is
layup.
a perfect example of you are living what you're like practicing what you preach, and then you're not obsessed with identity stuff because otherwise you would vote for Mike Bloomberg.
I mean, no, they got the guy.
The first short king ever to run. No, Martin Van Buren was like 4 feet tall.
Oh, short king stuff. I thought you were
How
talking
tall
about
did
Jewish.
people used
Oh,
to be?
no. Yeah, I forgot that you both were Jewish.
So I've been to like some old museums and things like that where like historical places where they're like, this tub is 2 feet long because women like only 150 years ago grew to be 3 foot 1. Like they literally what they said was that the average height for a woman was like 4'9" or 4'6".
Yeah, that's.
Ooh, I got to get a time
But
machine.
then I looked back, and Napoleon Bonaparte was supposed to be so short, and he was 5'7".
Well, he was also one of the most. I mean, it's all malnutrition stuff. Like suits of armor and shit are hilariously small.
Yeah.
because people just didn't have the vitamins they needed to get tall.
but 5'7" is still a normal height for a man. So how
Right.
were some people 4 foot?
because
Thank you.
he was rich as fuck and could eat all the snacks.
But he was known for being short.
no, that's just like,
That's not true.
I think that's bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean
Well, why do people call it a Napoleon complex when
because people thought he was short for a really long time, and then like an archaeologist was like, "Those are long bones." Dude.
Okay, good. I thought that like 5'7" was. I was very confused. I just want to know how tall people used to be, and then I googled it, and it said that people used to be like 5'5", not like 4'5".
Damn, he was 5'7". That's pretty short. That's the same height as Martin Van Buren, who I was
It
just
would be
roasting.
hilarious if I took over the world.
That would be
Like
funny.
I'm 5. No, actually, I can't tell people my real height. It's 5'7".
Yeah, it's like
Everyone who listens to this knows you.
That I'm not 4'1".
Yeah.
yeah, it's like giving out your address on Cumtown or something. Just like, which I have to delete now because I mentioned Cumtown. But
I think that's okay.
yeah.
Do you delete?
Oh, MD got mad at me once for mentioning Cumtown. Like really mad.
I didn't get really mad.
Yeah,
I
you
just
got Karen
explained
mad.
it. I explained
We did
it.
a podcast with their arch nemesis about how they suck, even
I
though we all
know,
like them.
I
So
know. I know.
No, it's whatever. I'm just making noise. I'm just.
Okay.
also calling Jake Flores someone's arch nemesis is so funny.
Yeah, I mean, and he has a. I mean, I just listened to a podcast of him in a car with his former arch nemesis Kate Willett. So, yeah, things can change. Oh, you got a little reflex
Got
there?
some burps.
Inside burps or outside
Inside.
burps?
There was an inside that would need to come outside.
One thing that's interesting is that I almost always edit the last podcast, like the podcast that's about to come out, right before you guys show up. So I have all these callbacks, like just fucking dialed in because they just heard them 2 minutes ago. But yeah, we were talking about inside burps.
Yeah, I do a lot of inside burps.
The mic picked it up.
Yeah.
It's just like you like said, "Oh, that was an inside burp," and then like 3 seconds later, you're like,
No, that happened to me today. I was eating, like when I eat the first thing of the day, I was eating a
Breakfast?
a Larabar in bed. I would not call this breakfast. Okay, but sometimes the first thing I eat is not breakfast. So sometimes
What does that mean?
it means I might not eat until 3, and I don't call eating like a hamburger breakfast. I call it eating lunch.
If it's the first thing of the day.
no.
But the point-
no, if you skip breakfast and then you eat a hamburger, it's not breakfast.
yeah.
No, that's breakfast.
Okay, that's
You're
fine.
breaking the
intermittent
fast.
The point is, when my stomach
True.
is
Literal breakfast.
empty and I put food in it, it always makes so many noises. Like it's like, and it like did that in bed, and I
It's
just
haunted.
I just have to like, and Jeff gets really annoyed by it, and I'm like, I can't stop it. My stomach is just gonna make.
You
these
guys need to
noises.
run like a fucking box fan or something. That's a very easy fix. He's
What?
mad because your stomach is making
Not
noises.
mad, but I can tell that he's annoyed because he's sleeping and
Yeah.
he's just like grunting because my stomach is so loud that it's making him awake.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, I forgot why I started talking about that. Sorry.
Because you burped into the
The
microphone.
inside burp.
Yeah.
Yeah. But now I've also had a million LaCroix, so I'm going to be burping a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, the even weirder version of that is when you're like, oh, I think I got a fart, and then it just goes the other way.
Other way. That is so weird.
You like fart into your own stomach.
I don't
that
know
is-
exactly what you're talking about.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
It's always
Everyone's
a
done
relief,
this.
actually.
Yeah, well, because it's,
it's not a fart.
right.
Yeah, but you feel the gas like kind of explode inside of you without exiting your asshole.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I guess.
Or I sometimes not even explode, just like it turned around.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I was like really close to shitting myself the other day at work, and all the bathrooms were full. And so I like barged into the principal's office during a meeting, and I was like, I need to use your toilet like right now because I was on lunch duty. And she was like, sorry, you have to go upstairs. Anyway, it was horrible. I almost shit myself, but I didn't.
I'm just like visualizing you in the student bathroom, like dealing with having shit yourself, and then a child comes in who has just shit themselves, and it's just like, well,
Oh, dude.
can't respect her anymore.
So when we had the moving company, we like hired almost all like comics to do the job.
That's so funny.
We got a couple jobs like rearranging entire like schools, like all the like shit in the school, like the month before school started.
Yeah.
And one day I'm not going to say who it was, but there is someone who used to do comedy in New Orleans who was so hungover that he puked into the like little kid urinal.
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
It was
That's so
very
funny.
funny.
Sucks, dude. Yeah.
That's very funny. Oh my God, that's so funny.
It was so funny. He was a white guy with dreadlocks.
What an idiot.
God, it must suck to get puke in your dreads.
You just wash it out, but I just thought
I feel
about
like
puking on his dreads. Oh, sorry. Shit. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. That was a legit accident.
I forgive you. The mocktail that you made, Benjamin, is delicious, by the way.
Thank you. It's mostly the lavender kombucha's
some?
doing a lot of the work.
Yes.
Anything with lavender in it, I'm like, if you had given me lavender drinks when I was 20, I might not have become so dependent on alcohol. But
It's like I'm drinking shampoo.
yeah, I feel like it's like, I don't know. It just makes it feel, it's weird enough that I'm like, this is booze in my brain. My brain's like, yeah, you're drinking booze because it kind of tastes like feet. But it also tastes good. I don't know.
yeah.
So much of like having a grown-up palate, having like a mature palate, is
It's just
I,
Making it taste
nasty
bad.
shit.
I like things that taste bad and hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Those are the two.
Dude, like scotch and like blue cheese and shit
Carbonated beverages. It's
Yeah.
just painful. That's like
Yeah.
all it is.
It's, you literally call it a bite.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like the idea of just sitting here
Spicy
drinking
food.
plain water, I'm just like, absolutely not. That's
Yeah.
water is disgusting.
Water is disgusting. I would like to, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. You know that, yeah, like I like fermented stuff. Like, you know, when stuff rots.
yeah, I like.
You know what happens when stuff rots?
That's when I like it.
I like it. Yeah, you know, that stuff that you can make in prison by putting it in the toilet.
I make it, but it's like the sexy kind.
I'm just picturing someone trying to make kimchi by putting like a head of cabbage and some hot sauce in a toilet. Just being like, just wait a while. That's kimchi.
Gross.
I love kimchi.
Me too.
It's not
I also
toilet
brought
cabbage.
mushrooms, which are like the nuclear option, because I can't go back on not drinking. Every time I like actually made the declaration that I was not drinking, except for I think one when I was here, I have been good about it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not going to go back, but if I get really anxious, I'm going to take mushrooms, but not a lot.
You're going to be up all night though, huh?
No, not if I don't take enough. Like if I only take enough to like kind of microdose,
Yeah.
I'll feel something, but I won't like trip.
I want to figure out
And
a
it
way.
kind of makes me sleepy
to-
actually if I don't take enough.
It makes you yawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get like figure out a way to get to the point where you just do the like yawning, sleepy part right before the trip kicks in, and then just go to bed.
That's what Mary did. So the friend I tripped with, Mary,
Uh-huh.
she had eaten a decent amount of mushrooms multiple times, but never tripped because she just went to sleep. It just like made her feel bad. And then
awesome.
she would just
Yeah.
go to bed and she was like, I'm not going to trip. I'm not going to trip. I was like, eat this much. She was like, this feels like a lot. I was like, eat this much. And she tripped and she didn't even really feel bad because we smoked weed, but she had never really, she'd always done it like spontaneously. And I do feel like I know you can do mushrooms spontaneously. I feel like most people have to like make an event out of it. I do. Unless I'm like doing it at Mardi Gras. on a
I
whim.
feel like I've given you spontaneous shrooms before.
Yeah, you have. But usually I'm drunk so I don't trip. I just get like really sick. Like when I blacked out at Lizzo.
Awesome.
I ate like so many mushrooms because they were searching our bags. And so I was like, I have to pee. And then I just ate the entire bag of mushrooms, but I was already so drunk. And then I forgot I had taken mushrooms and I was acting just really weird. And anyway, but I didn't trip. I just felt awful. And I tried to make out with Gabby, which we acknowledged last night. And she was like, let's never talk about that again. And I was like, okay, fine.
I'm just gonna mention it on the podcast. I do for
Well, I don't think
posterity's
she's
sake.
embarrassed. It was my fault. I don't think that I didn't actually try. Like, anyway.
I believe you sent a photograph of it.
Yeah. It was like a friend kiss. I don't really remember it, but then I saw the photo and then I had like, anyway. Yeah. You can keep it if it's too hard to edit out.
It's not hard, but I'm going to keep it.
Okay.
Yeah. Much like a dog penis.
Oh, God.
Dude, me and Jade did Stone vs. Drunk versus Sober the other night, but they didn't have a sober one because it's Mardi Gras, so we were both on mushrooms, and we were both peaking during Jade's set, so I'm glad she bit the bullet on that one.
How'd it go?
It went really well for both of us. It was like a super fun show. There was like a completely packed house for a Wednesday, which is nuts. But yeah, it was great, except just having to be around people who are trying to be as drunk as they can.
Yeah.
in a green room is not as fun.
I have no idea. I did not follow that very well at all.
Okay, that's fine. Just cut all of this.
Okay.
Cut everything.
All right.
Cut
My wrists.
Cut my dick off.
Cut my dick off. Yeah.
Cut my dick off.
Yeah. As you know, want to do stand-up. Can do a competent job. Enjoy doing it. But I dread every set, and I'm miserable for at least 24 hours.
You got to go on the road, dude.
Really, just get exposure therapy and just deal with it.
Well, it's so much more fun when you're not
Playing to the same people every week.
Well, and like when you're not like, I'm gonna go home tonight.
Right.
Like if you're like out on the, I feel like that like makes a huge difference for people who like have done it and like they know that they can do well or whatever.
Yeah.
But just like just changing your idea of like what you even think you're doing by like doing it in a place you don't live.
Right.
Let's go on the road. I have a car now.
Yeah, I think I would kill you. Honestly, I mean, or you would kill me in self-defense because I would try to kill you. I think that we would drive each other fucking insane. I really do. You don't think so?
No, I think we'd have a good time. Tell me why. Why do you think?
MD,
I'm a good road trip guy.
do you think?
I have to pee a lot, but other than that,
Road trip guy.
yeah.
No, do you think that that Benjamin would drive me insane on a road trip?
Yes. But,
Why?
But y'all.
Well, it's different. It's actually different in person. If I had to be in a car with him, but he only communicated with me via text, I would kill him.
Yeah. So I think that y'all get along better in person than
Yeah.
you do in text. But I also feel like you would annoy him in a way that would make him annoy you in a way that would make you an asshole.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think it would be fine.
I think that y'all would be fine unless
Wait,
it
do you
was like-
actually get mad? I feel like you're never that mad.
How
at me
cushy are the
on
conditions
text.
of this road trip? Because I feel like if y'all had to like
road
drive,
trips aren't cushy?
I know,
Yeah.
but sometimes you're like going to a hotel where like sometimes like I've been on road trips that were fun and I've been on road trips that were miserable. Austin, we had like pretty luxurious accommodations, whereas I've also gone with Lane Longyon to Huntsville, Alabama, where we ate horrible food and we slept on a horrible couch in like a house that should have been burned because it was so disgusting with two single brothers.
Dude, me and Jeff survived like a nightmare experience
Yeah.
with like
Jeff was
accommodation.
so scared.
Dude, there was a house of pubes everywhere and like people that we thought were teenagers that it turns out weren't teenagers yelling at each other on drugs. Like it was extremely fucked up.
Yeah, no, that's
And we still had a
That
great
sounds
time.
horrible.
It was like we had a really good time.
Yeah. I'd be interested.
Are
to
you
try it.
actually that mad at me over text?
I
a
get
lot?
pretty furious at you over text.
I could
yeah.
tell y'all were so mad at each other about the Parasite
Oh
thing.
yeah.
And I was like,
You were really
stop
mad at me.
fighting.
I was pissed.
It was so funny how I kept jumping in and y'all just ignored me because y'all were so mad at each other.
I was very frustrated with Benjamin. Do you guys want to talk about Parasite?
I would love to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love
Wait,
to.
spoiler alert. For
Yeah.
sure, we're definitely
gonna spoil
gonna
the movie.
spoil the entire movie.
But
Yeah.
you should have seen it already.
You should definitely see it because it's good and Michael's a piece of shit.
yeah.
I think, okay, first of all, I think that any movie criticism can be valid. I just think that Neil Brennan's criticism is obviously because he's butthurt because he's a
that
rich
was
guy.
that was a
What
kind of
happened
trolling.
there? I didn't
Yeah.
see it, but
He,
I know
he was
people
like,
were
am I the only
pissed.
one that thinks that the metaphor
The
fell
central,
flat?
yeah. Am I the only person who thinks the central metaphor of Parasite didn't work? And then he's like, and then the follow up tweet was, "Who are the parasites, the rich or the poor?" It was very, very sort of tone deaf, and that is, I think, why I struggled to enjoy the movie, or I enjoyed it, but why I don't think it's like great.
Because
is
you
that-
wanted the rich people to be villains.
No, I wanted rich people to be unable to enjoy it, or at least to examine themselves in any way. I mean, it's just like it doesn't.
So you wanted it to serve as like more effective propaganda.
Yes. Well, yes, and I think that it could do that without compromising its like entertainment value or without compromising its aesthetics or whatever. Like, I just think that for the Academy to vote that Best Picture, that means it's going over so many people's heads. Like people who
I guess I just don't think that's a problem.
Or do you
think
think
that's a problem? I don't
Or
think
do you
that's
think
a
people
problem.
can like a movie where they know that they're the bad guy?
Oh, there's no fucking way.
I don't think rich
so?
people are the bad guy in that
Neil
movie.
Brennan is one of the smarter rich people. I have no problem saying he's also one of the more woke rich people.
I loved Parasite,
like
but
they-
I don't think that the rich people were the bad guys.
No. But the whole thing is that capitalism makes monsters of fucking everyone, and and it makes the oppressed fucking cruel to each other, and
Yeah.
But that the fact that it makes the oppressed cruel to each other is very evident. What isn't evident is the role of the rich in creating those conditions.
I thought they were. Yeah, I thought it was
I think
very
you gotta
evident.
be pretty
I thought it was
dumb
insanely
to not
evident.
get that.
Yeah.
No. I'm not talking about their work conditions. I'm talking about why they even have to work for them in the first place to get by. Because like
No, that's
all that
obvious.
Wait. All right. Y'all have to finish your own thoughts before y'all jump in.
all that movie needs
That's
is
anti-Semitic to say.
every time all that movie needs is that every time some like horrible big structural thing happens to like
I got a big structural thing.
the poor family, all that needs to happen. Something like the apartment floods with sewage or whatever, and then there's a scene where the rich family is like on their iPad and like their stock portfolio goes up in value by like 1/100th
That's
of a percent.
corny.
No, I mean it would be, and then they go cool. Like it's not like the source of the rich people's wealth is not complicated in any way. It's just they just are magically rich. And like
That's how rich people feel.
right, exactly. And that's why the fucking Academy can give it Best Picture. Is because they have
No, but part of it is like highlighting how like distant.
No.
No, it definitely is.
It's sure, but it's like it's not like a rhetorical. It's a rhetorical failure because it's like that's not a point that it's making to the audience that gets it. Like
Yes, it is.
No, it absolutely fucking is not. No.
Wait, what is the
It
point
was
that
to
you're
me.
saying that they're not making?
They're not making the point
That-
that the source of the wealth is on the backs of
Of
those
the poor.
people.
I
Like
thought they kind of were.
no, all they're doing is making the point that the source of their comfort is on the backs of
backs-
those people.
right.
But the actual wealth that gives them the means to procure the comfort is not.
I mean, I guess if you view it as a class thing, and if you have any even basic understanding of like the way class works, then you already know
Exactly.
But most people who are watching a movie in subtitles do. Like,
I don't think that's true. Lots of libs have no idea how class works. And libs love subtitled
yeah,
movies.
I also don't
you're
think
right. A
it's
lot
the
of-
central
and
function
some
of a
poor people
work
don't
of
even
art
understand how
to
class
like dumb itself down to the stupidest people who
You
the
wouldn't-
movie is against.
It wouldn't have to dumb itself down at all. And like
Or
yeah.
even to like
Make
justify,
itself more
yeah,
obvious.
make it, yeah. It doesn't need to do that, and like
no,
it
okay.
does in the ways that it needs to.
But it's not that it's not like that it's like missing an audience. It's that it's letting those people believe that they're better than they are. It's like telling those people that like oh god when resources are scarce, people are mean to each other. That's the moral of the story to rich people. That's all they get.
and so in their
I
mind,
don't care
so
what
you're
rich
saying
people
that-
think of a movie. The rich people are never gonna
I think
feel
it's doing
bad
active
enough
harm. I
about
think
their
it's-
wealth. No, there's no such thing as art that could make rich people change their fucking minds. The only thing that makes rich people
As a
change their
class,
It can
minds
make them
I think
vote.
that's true.
I think they could-
demanding it and taking the power from them.
But-
they
No,
wealth
call on me.
completely obscures.
Remember, y'all are talking about a
anyone's,
fucking
like,
movie, so
I think that's
No,
true.
like art can't do that.
No,
all.
I completely agree.
Okay.
But this country fucking worships billionaires. Fucking worships the rich, and those are the people that can be reached.
So you're saying that the movie implied if it wasn't so bad to be poor, then this wouldn't happen, rather than implying
Hold on
the
1 second.
existence.
Yeah.
I think she was just closing the door.
Okay, cool.
Sorry. Do you think that? Yeah.
I was yelling.
Yeah.
I think that, like, I see what you're saying, and I disagree, I think, because that's not what I got out of it, because I feel like the rich people were villains in it, and I feel like I, like, really hated them, but I also thought that they were good about not making them that monstrous or showing the direct connection, because I feel like you fill in the blank. Anyway,
Yeah.
but you're saying
You fill in the blanks.
it made it, instead of saying being poor is bad, or it said being poor is bad, but it never said being rich is inherently bad and makes people poor.
Yes. The worst the it's basically everything, like I said in the text chain, everything that the rich people do that is bad in that movie is a microaggression.
Yeah,
It's like
I turned off
pork-
notifications for that text chain, and so I haven't put them back on.
But like it's basically like the trigger for the guy murdering the guy is like poor people are stinky.
Yeah.
That's like microaggression shit. It's not structural shit.
okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But it is the kind of stuff that, I mean,
Stinky.
I hate the term microaggression because I feel like
because it's more interpersonal.
It's damaging.
Yeah, that's like a weird like buzzword to put on like something that's like a tactile, like obvious thing happening like in between two people directly. Because
because it's hard to show structural, like the things that happen structurally don't
Exactly.
happen directly. Like you can only
They do
see
sometimes.
No,
I mean,
but-
and that's
This
like
is the guy that made
overt racism
Snowpiercer.
or
Like
Right.
he can come
and
up
this
with
was
some
so
way
much
of-
better of a movie than Snowpiercer.
Yeah, Snowpiercer
agree.
sucked.
I agree.
I don't think
Snowpiercer
Snowpiercer sucked.
I thought
liked
it was
Snowpiercer.
laughably stupid,
I
but
thought it
maybe
was
I wasn't
campy.
getting with Snowpiercer. Maybe I didn't get that it was supposed to be stupid.
I thought it was supposed to be crazy and campy and absurd.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was trying to be smart, and it was
I
extremely.
think it
dumb.
was, but I think it was doing it with a campy presentation. Like,
Yeah.
I think it was like supposed to be very overt. Whereas this movie felt like real people, like a lot, even though it was also insane. I know you were saying that you thought that you said that I disagree that the original couple who defended like the bootlickers, the guy that lived there, that they like had a that they weren't realistic and that no one would actually act like that. Like the guy would never pray to the guy who was like.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's. Anyway, so finish your thought.
I kind of disagree. I feel like if someone was desperate enough to be in that situation, which is hard to imagine, but if someone was, and if they did live in a windowless basement in secret, I feel like they would go that insane. If that's the only person that you hear all the time. Because the woman wasn't really insane. She was just desperate and had tricked herself into believing that they weren't evil, I guess.
Yeah, I felt like the bootlicker guy was like a Snowpiercer level exaggeration in a way that the rest of the movie was like kind of like at least had its fingers in like psychological drama in a way that Snowpiercer does not.
The motherfucker bashing his head in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, he was the most cartoonish character for
Yeah.
sure.
They were both pretty cartoonish, but...
Yeah. But I think that I could go on tour with you because this isn't painful for me. The texting, it drives me fucking crazy, but this is fine.
I also
I had
hate the
never
way that
se-
you text. I hate that you text a question mark after someone doesn't respond to you.
Question
But-
mark?
Yeah, when you text a question and then,
People don't fucking give an answer even though they've definitely seen it.
Question
yeah,
mark?
but
Then what do you
sometimes
do?
because sometimes I see something and I'm like really really busy, and so then when I get a question mark, I just feel like I'm imagining you just being like, "Answer me, bitch," and I'm like dealing with like something really stressful where I can't like.
Well,
send a
answer me,
text.
bitch.
Yeah. And I get mad at you because even though you're probably also doing stuff or you probably aren't thinking that, I'm just like, no one thinks that my life matters. Like, it really gets at me. But it's not just you who do that. I hate it when anyone sends a follow-up question mark, and that's all that they...
I hate that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that bothers
You've never
me.
done it in a way that bothers me, but I generally hate that. Yeah.
I do not like it. Abby Isaacoff does it too, and I hate it. And keep that. I want her to hear that. She'll never listen to a podcast in her fucking life. But yeah, I want her to know I hate it.
Yeah. Yeah, I just think that like it would take very very little for that movie to make it impossible for rich people to blame the poor people for their bad behavior, which I think is still I mean, like Neil Brennan is a perfect example. So you didn't read that thread, right?
No.
He's like it's so fucking funny. And like people roasted him, rightly so, because he should know better, but most rich people should not know better because they're rich people and they're dumb. But like he's like the rich people clearly weren't parasites. The rich people paid them for goods and services. Like literally, he said that. Yeah.
Was he kidding? Or?
No, he's bewildered, right? And the fact that he is bewildered, one of the guys that hosted The Champs, a podcast that only had black guests and was like pretty decent on Class also. The fact that he's just completely confused, that's a bad sign, I think, for a piece of art. Like, because I think there's always going to be class traders, and if the class traders if the class traders don't get it, that's a bad sign. And I think that he's at least an aspiring class trader. He's not like somebody who.
Wait,
trades
what
on
class do you think he's a part of?
the wealthy?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, but he's not like well, he probably at this point like owns a production company or whatever. But like the Hollywood's interesting in that it can retain and nurture socialist tendencies in people who end up making a lot of money because they don't actually own anything means of production wise. It's like all intellectual property, or like they're just getting like,
well, for the most part,
massively
it's like
compensated.
writers who like
Yeah.
get that shit through.
Yeah.
Like, and sometimes directors, but very rarely. And writers for the most part aren't rich.
They are if they
Even
made
if
Chappelle show.
Well, comedians for the most part aren't rich, but there's some very, very rich comedians. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's still easier to be a socialist comedian.
Yeah.
I mean, even like successful like Hollywood writers don't have the they don't have like writers don't have Hollywood money most of the time unless they're like king shit fucking Hollywood writers.
Yeah.
Like you can sell a couple of scripts that get made into like important movies and not be a rich person.
Yeah. Half Baked, on the other hand.
It's funny that he admits that movie is stupid as shit.
Yeah.
It's not even that funny.
No.
I mean, it's kind of funny, but
Yeah.
it's not that funny.
I like pretended to like so many stoner movies, including that one that I thought were so stupid.
The Godfather.
I liked,
How High is funny.
I didn't like How High.
Is that the one with Jim Brewer? No, Jim Brewer's in Half Baked.
Yeah, he's in Half Baked.
Yeah,
Yeah. How High is
What happened to him?
Method Man and Red Man,
Oh, yeah.
and they go to Harvard.
I remember Corey Martin, who I did have sex with, brought that over for Valentine's Day to watch on my parents' couch when we were first dating, and I hated it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How High or Half Baked?
How High?
Yeah.
Half Baked.
Did you not like when they smoked Ben Franklin?
I don't remember the movie. I just remember not liking it.
I mean, that was like it hinged on them passing a test by smoking Ben Franklin's ashes because he's smart.
Yeah, that's some computer wore tennis shoe shit. That's like a genre of a movie, like the high concept thing that just doesn't really happen anymore. Like the computer wore tennis shoes where
What?
oh, come on. Computer wore tennis shoes?
What are you saying?
Not Kirk Douglas. the crazy religious guy.
Kirk Cameron.
Kirk Cameron is a guy who like goes on a trivia show because he was on the phone when he was like connecting to the internet and got struck by lightning and then absorbed all the knowledge on the internet. And then he goes like this like super concept-y stuff. And then there's what's the one where they like make a hot lady in AutoCAD?
Weird Science?
Weird Science.
Yeah.
Like that. What happened to these like premise-based
About
movies?
men raping women.
High concept.
Men building women to rape them.
Well, yeah. All right, when you put it that way.
No, I'm
I
kidding.
think that's one
That was
movie.
not your point. I agree. But they
I
do
mean,
still make
honestly-
movies like that. They're just for kids now. They don't make them for adults.
No, what happened to those movies is nobody makes an original. Like it's all just like remakes of
Yeah, that's
those
true.
movies
That's true.
or
Yeah.
of like Avengers shit.
I would
Yeah.
watch Weird Science too.
Yeah.
They'll make it soon. You just spoke it into existence.
Yeah,
All you
yeah.
have to do is say a sequel of anything made between like
probably already made a
1982
Did they not make
and
sequels?
1994.
What was her
Dude,
name?
one of the funniest things at like sorry, go ahead.
The Weird Science lady's name. What was her name?
I have no idea.
It was like, fuck. She was on a weight loss show I watched in middle school.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean a weight loss show?
Was she trying to lose
Like a
weight or was
reality.
she coaching?
The show I think was on VH1 where she was like a fat celebrity.
Biggest Loser?
Yes.
No. This was pre-Biggest
They had a
Loser.
different one.
This was celebrities who had gained weight.
That
Okay.
was Biggest Loser.
No,
Was
no, no.
Celebrity.
Biggest Loser's not celebrities.
They had a celebrity Biggest Loser that
This was
wasn't
pre-Biggest
like Ralphie
Loser.
May on it. and
I could just fucking visualize the person who pitched that idea for
Yeah.
and then like just like this like 30-second pitch and then at the end he's like, and the name of the show. It just makes me so mad.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what the fuck I was gonna say. We're talking about the lady before that.
Sorry, whatever you were gonna say is better than me trying to think of this woman's name. Just please say anything.
Oh, no, I don't know. Whatever, doesn't matter. We're talking about high concept shows and why they don't get made, and you said it was all sequels. But like, oh, that's what I was gonna say, dude. When you are in the creative writing field or whatever, one thing that you often end up doing is like flipping through these like how to write a screenplay books. Like, not that I have any aspirations to write a screenplay, but like for like a class or whatever. And every single how to write a screenplay book was written by someone who made like Gay Boy the movie, like just like some shitty fucking movie that sucks complete. Oh, actually, I think the guy that wrote Save the Cat, which is like the Bible of screenwriting, wrote like the second Richie Rich movie.
Oh my God.
Or Blank Check. He wrote Blank Check too.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Where a tiny boy sexually kisses an adult woman. Yeah. Was that Richie Rich or Blank Check? Blank Check.
It's different for boys. Just kidding. It's not different for boys.
No. It's really gross. What are you looking up?
I'm looking up what he wrote.
Blake Snyder.
Filmography. Yes, he wrote "Stop or My Mom Will Shoot" and "Blank Check," the first one. So,
Oh my god.
respect. That movie's actually all right.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
But I don't think anyone who like takes anything seriously thinks Save the Cat is important.
Oh,
right?
dude, I know someone who wrote for girls who like swore by it, which is damning.
Yeah.
But
That show is fucking terrible.
yeah. But like, it's like people in prestige TV like take it seriously too. So
Damn.
I know it's wild.
I don't know what it is.
What, Save the Cat?
Yeah.
It's basically like, it's just like a screenwriting book where it's like there's like a 3-act structure and that the protagonist has to do something nice very early on, like save a cat, literally. Like,
Oh, gotcha.
It's the same. Like it's like that, and then like a bunch of writers thinking that like the hero's journey is how you're supposed to write a story and not like a way to analyze myth.
I don't think I could live in Los Angeles because everyone who lives there who's ever been on a podcast is like, have you heard of Joseph Campbell? It's just, and they're like, they think it's Jordan Peterson shit. It
is, and also even if you like Joseph Campbell, that's not how to write a story.
Right.
It's how to analyze an ancient myth.
He wrote
like two totally different things.
The Hero with a Thousand Faces. And he like popularized this idea of like of the hero's journey. Dan Harmon is obsessed with it. Like a lot of screenwriters are obsessed with it, and it's basically like you are a person and you go somewhere, and then you have a call to action, and it's
and
like
you reject the
and
call
you reject the call to
initially.
action, and then you like go back and accept the call to. It's just
Watch
like,
any of these like bullshit like DC or fucking Marvel movies.
Yeah.
It's all exactly that,
Yeah.
and they just choose
Or Rick and Morty, apparently.
You dad every time.
it's how he wrote Community is the
yeah.
shit that he's obsessed with.
Well,
No, I
guess that
think he
is-
had like a totally different thing with like story circles, and each character has this story circle.
It's based on the hero's journey, like
Oh,
very,
okay.
very, very.
So wait,
very-
Dan Harmon was bad, but then he was good because he apologized well, but now he's bad again, right? Did he do something bad?
Oh, I don't know if he did anything bad. I just find him annoying.
Yeah. I thought the apology he gave was good.
Yeah, my sister when she wrote an essay about Aziz Ansari, and she talks a lot about just in general talks a lot about Dan Harmon's apology as like
Yeah.
a good example.
Yeah.
What if you just said you did it and
Right.
apologized? Ooh, imagine
Right.
that. Yeah,
Yeah, and like tried to atone for the thing
Yeah.
you personally did.
yeah,
Yeah, low bar.
yeah.
Yeah. I also think some people don't want that.
No, for sure.
I think some people just are like, there's a certain point where you can't come back.
I mean, I think that's definitely true. I also think that like when I think about like people I was not nice to like a decade ago, and then imagine contacting them and just like, hey, remember this unpleasant shit
That I did? Yeah.
that you are totally over at this point?
Right.
Like,
It's for you, not them.
exactly.
Yeah, I've done that, and it was for me, not her.
Yeah.
Although it actually went okay. She said she appreciated it.
Mhm.
Yeah. I was
What am I
really
so-
racist to a girl who hit on my boyfriend in front of me.
Oh, dude, you called her Tila Tequila.
I did.
I remember this because I edited the episode where you talked
We
about
were all watching it. LSU was a really lame place. I was 18 years old. I should kill myself. But it was I was at college for 1 minute, and then I was dating a guy who'd been in college for 2 years, and some girl gave him a fake lap dance, and I flipped my shit in my like old Navy tunic, shirt with my bootleg jeans.
Yep.
I broke my cell phone. I sent her racist messages. The most racist thing was calling her Tila Tequila. It was very lame. There was a reality show where Tequila. Anyway, I should kill myself. I should Tila to kill myself.
it. It's called Tequila Mockingbird.
But anyway, she's a fine person. She did nothing wrong. My boyfriend was a dork, so she was probably just doing it as a bit. And
Wouldn't it be funny if
she
I was
doing
sexually
it as a
attracted
bit.
to this stupid
Yes,
and ugly
exactly,
person? Yeah.
Yes. I mean, he wasn't stupid and ugly. Like he did okay, but like he fucked hotter girls than me. But also I'm not that bad. But whatever. But like I wasn't like the hottest person he'd ever seen. But she was a lot hotter. And I did message her like 5 or 6 years after that happened. And I was like, I'm really sorry I was such a racist asshole to you.
Yeah.
And she was like, it's okay. I felt kind of like an asshole too.
That's nice.
I feel like
Yeah.
that one's fair though, because
Yeah.
there's like a very specific thing.
Yeah, and I
that-
thought about it and cringed, and I
I mean,
even
it's-
said, I was
it-
like, this is for me and not you, and I'm sorry if I'm bringing up stupid shit, but I really
Yeah.
feel bad about how I acted that night.
Yeah, you did the right thing there.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do when you guys don't answer an important question?
Oh, you're
that I
fixated
have?
on the question mark thing.
Okay, we're gonna stop.
'Cause I wanna go back to
because
this
you
apology thing,
in
but-
the group chat. I'll ask like when we're recording or like something about a certain guest, and you won't answer. And then if I don't send a follow up, you will just start talking about something else and not
Okay,
answer.
that's fair. But what you could say
You're
instead
pieces
sending,
of shit, and I'm fine.
instead of-
Fuck you. Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad at you guys. That's bullshit. That's a
Sometimes-
bullshit fucking move.
But you can't predict the future, and sometimes you'll say something and then wait 5 minutes and then send a question mark.
What am I supposed to do when I know that there's an important question?
No, you're right. You're right that needs to be clarified. But you could just be like, "Hey, answer the question." The question mark thing, I find passive aggressive for some reason. I think
It's not. It's obvious. I need you to answer the thing that I just fucking said.
I don't like it though.
So what would you rather do? What would,
Just say, "Answer the question, bitch." I like literally. I would rather that.
okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I think I just made. I don't think that what you're doing is passive aggressive, but I
But you don't think that you would go on a road trip with me because of it?
no. I already said we had an argument about Parasite on the group chat, and it was miserable. And then we had an argument in person, and it was fine. So I think that I could actually go on a road trip with you, but I have to turn.
We should
off
go on the
red
road
receipts.
then.
Oh my god, it's okay. Fucking Signal. I'm calling you out right now. Signal developers, red receipts on by default on a privacy app. That's fucked up.
It's an anti-encryption, like it's an encrypted thing. It's not like it's an anti-third-party thing. It's not like here's how I can be more of a piece of shit to my friend.
I
app.
love to be a piece of shit to my friend. I'm a bad person. I'm turning off red receipts. You'll never know. Now you'll never know when to send the question mark. Oh, I gotta go get a drink. Well, you want a drink?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Man, what do you guys think is gonna happen in Nevada?
I think that Bernard's gonna get the W. Wait, no, isn't Nevada the one with a really weird arcane process?
So last time they straight up did a make some noise if you want Bernie's votes to
yeah, I've heard
count
recordings of
thing.
that. It is
Yeah.
fucking
It's
wild.
nuts.
Yeah.
Which it should never come to that. First of all,
Yeah.
and like second,
They
made some noise so Bernie's votes should count, and then they just didn't count them.
That's when the people throwing chairs rumor started, right?
Well, there's a video. I mean, I feel like it did happen.
Oh, really?
I don't know. A lot of people are like, that never happened, but there is a video of people throwing chairs.
Yeah, I think it was Donald Trump saying like, "Oh, 9/11 people were throwing chairs. Muslims were throwing chairs." Yeah.
Also, throwing chairs is a fucking awesome move. I love that move.
Yeah.
I just found
Very
out
wrestling.
that the Bernie house in Lakeview I saw today, they had like a Bernie sign outside and it was very like American Dream house. Someone responded, was like, "That's my friend's house." So of course the one other Bernie supporter in Lakeview is someone I know through someone.
Was it Chris Curley?
No, he lives in Gentilly.
I don't know who that is.
This is like solidly like rich Lakeview on Canal Boulevard.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. I did hit record.
Yeah,
God, I was worried.
I was checking.
Okay, cool. Yeah, that's the one thing about pausing when we stop is that I'm terrified. every
Sometimes
single
we
time.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, we're doing good.
Yeah, I guess we shouldn't go on too much longer so you don't have to edit very
Dude,
much.
90 as long as it's like 90 minutes tops.
That's a minute away.
well 99 minutes then.
Yeah.
But it's not a big deal.
Okay.
I just did it like
Okay.
right before y'all came. And it was fun. I enjoyed it. I like editing the podcast. It's like hanging out with my friends.
And then when we come, you're like, "Oh, I actually have to hang out with them now."
Yeah.
And then
I
you
can't just
come
make
and
them stop.
You're mad at me for some fucking reason.
What? Oh, see, this is why
I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry I seem mad at you in the car. I just want to say,
You didn't actually.
okay, good.
I feel
playing this
fine
out.
now. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
I can't tell because when I say I think y'all are mad at me, I think y'all are mad at me.
Yeah, you really do.
I really do.
Especially if you smoke weed during the podcast.
Yeah.
You get really quiet and you're
Have
like,
I been annoyingly high this time?
No, this was good. And I
Yeah.
actually was thinking about that.
Yeah, you guys weren't eating chicharrones.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think if I get high and then wait an hour, I think that's good.
Yeah.
I think that's fine. We're learning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're peeking, dude, you get real quiet and
I
you're
get
like,
so quiet.
"Are you mad? Why do
they hate
Are you guys mad at me?"
So are you mad at me, fuck?
Yeah, it's like why you mad, but why you mad at me?
Am I acting weird?
And like every time you go to pee, you come back. You're like, were you guys talking about me?
Well, I started the podcast by forgetting who asked me a question.
That's
whatever.
true, dude. That is like the number one bad experience that I have if I smoke too much weed. Is I will say something and then I will forget if I said it out loud or if I just thought it to myself.
That's what I was saying about the bathroom.
Yeah.
Is that happens to me. It's like, am I going...
That's the thing.
Yeah.
It's like the worst. I hate it. It makes me so anxious.
The reason I brought that up was because I had the song What You Know About That stuck in my head, and I was like, was I going like... I
promise you that if you were doing that into the microphone, I would notify you.
Well, no, but I like in the bathroom.
Yeah. I don't know. I like... and also...
I think I might have been, honestly.
This is the difference. Yeah, this is the difference is that every time I have that thought, like, did I say that out loud or did I just imagine it? Every time I said it out loud. Every single time I actually did say it out loud. But it's like conversation where it's like, well, you know, like, oh, this Miles Davis song was real good. And then I'll be like, did I just imagine?
Quit acting like you're in social situations where you're listening to Miles Davis.
Actually, this literally happened. I was making fun of myself, but this literally happened while I was listening to Miles Davis with Margot and CJ.
Oh, wow. That makes sense. They did listen to Miles Davis all the time.
Annoying. It was very annoying.
I mean, Miles Davis is great.
I need you to understand that when I say someone's annoying for doing something, I'm not saying the thing's inherently annoying, but if you knew them, you'd be like, it's so annoying that they listen to Miles Davis.
No, you do you do a thing a lot where you're like, I hate that behavior, and then I'm like, I think that behavior is fine, and you're like, listen, I hate that person.
Sometimes I do go in that order, but sometimes I'll even say, you'll ask why I hate them, and I'll say the behavior, and you're like, well, that's not inherently bad, and I'm like, if you knew them, you would understand why it's so annoying.
If you only knew how unpleasant it is to have your boss discover you sleeping under your desk.
That's so funny that you tried that.
I was just like hiding.
That's
and
literally
then
a
she
Paul F.
came
Tompkins.
in. I know.
Paul F. Tompkins bit, except he's working at a video store. That's the difference.
I'm like hidden away. I swear. I also ran on my lunch break on Friday, which there's no one said we aren't allowed to do that. But that's when the CEO of the school runs into me. She's like, hi, Mary Devin. I'm in like a sports bra at work.
Yeah. On the clock.
Yeah, but we get a lunch.
No, of course.
Yeah, so it's like, and I didn't spend more time than if I had gone out and gotten
I
food.
honestly think that that exercising during your lunch break is peak yuppie shit. And like,
I am such
you
a
have
yuppie.
ascended.
Oh yeah, I've ascended.
The way, you know how incels, like if an incel has sex, they say that he's ascended. Like,
Yeah.
Have you never heard that? That's like a real thing.
I'm such a yuppie, dude.
So much right.
I bought fake booze off of an Instagram ad for bitches. I am such a yuppie.
Where is it made? And is it China?
No, it's a woman named Jen Batchelor. No, she's
I'm
real.
sure that she's
real. She's like a yuppie in Los Angeles, and she made it because she was like, New York. It's from New York.
There's no way she made it.
I mean, she designed it. She did not make it.
She probably didn't even do that.
Okay, it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's like this woman who was like, everyone's hungover all the time. All things revolve around alcohol, and so she was like, okay, I'm gonna make something that it has nootropics and shit, so people can have the anti-anxiety thing and feel like they're drinking, but it doesn't give you a buzz or a high or anything, and then you feel good the next day.
I respect it. I like it.
I like it too. I think it also.
And you made your own
good.
mocktails. You're gonna have a goop of your own.
Yeah, there we go.
A goop of one's own.
No, I mean I like shit like that because it is marketed towards me. But I also think it's good because it's anything I can do to live better. Is good.
To live moss.
I'm gonna kill both of you.
What would be MD's jade egg if she started a goop-like company?
Wait, what's the
the
jade
thing you
egg?
put
Is
in your
the-
pussy?
Yeah.
But what is it?
Yes.
It's supposed to
It's
like
an egg.
I just told you what it is.
But
it's a
what-
jade egg.
you're
that you
acting
put
what
in
it
your
does, and it doesn't actually do anything.
So it's made of jade. It's a stone. So you put a rock in your pussy?
Mm-hmm. Any more questions? Because we can answer them, and they're all. We already
Also,
told you what it
people
does.
steam their vaginas, and even people I like respect will steam their vaginas, and that's very bad for your vagina.
Dude, I know
is
someone
so
who
hot.
does it,
Steam is so hot.
or who did it, and she said it was great.
No, it's.
I mean,
but
I'm sure it sounds horrible.
No, doctors have been like, this is why it's bad, and it made a lot of sense. It was like, first of all,
This is why I'm hot.
Like, it's dangerous. It's like the things that they're putting, like parts
Dude,
of.
also she said stuff came out, and I was like, "What does that mean?"
I know someone who put something
pretty
in their
normal.
vagina and stuff came out, but I think that's just normal. Weird stuff comes out of my vagina every fucking day.
No, but she like boiled like a pot of flowers.
Yeah.
And then straddled it, and then stuffed.
That idea of like something coming out means that we're detoxing. Even
No, I mean it sounds awful.
no, it's also not true. Like I believe stuff came out, but that's not detoxing.
Did
because
she-
you're-
Well,
Did
It's
she
just
have
body reacting to stimulus. Yeah, there's no such thing as detoxing, and people really do think that there is.
Did that lady have sex with Stannis Baratheon by any chance?
What?
All right, you guys need to watch Game of Thrones.
I also talked to someone who did some other weird thing where she was like, so much came out of my vagina and it clung to this weird thing I put in it, and I feel so much better. And I'm like, okay. I mean, I know that that's wrong. Like,
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
it's objectively wrong. And if I tried to do it, my pussy would not like it. I put garlic in there once when I had a bad yeast infection because my mom told me to.
Yeah.
And I was like crying and yelling at my mom. And she was like, I'm sorry. Like, it was like very sitcom if that was allowed.
Was it yeast that didn't show up in photographs or in a mirror? Because otherwise,
I dated someone who did that, and she was like, I don't know why, because she did it like a few times.
Yeah.
She was like, I don't know why, but every time I do this, it just tastes like garlic. Like she could taste garlic in her mouth.
that makes sense.
That makes sense. Because
How,
it gets in your
though?
bloodstream
Yeah.
because your vagina is extremely porous.
Yeah,
Like,
mucous membranes.
yeah.
I know all about the female.
Dude,
anatomy.
that's why you shouldn't put shit like putting shit in your vagina. It's like plugging ecstasy. It's like how people
It's like boofing 2 ecstasy pills in the lost left bathroom.
yeah, is plugging and boofing the same thing? When you put it in your ass?
Yeah, boofing.
boofing
Yeah.
is-
People,
Really bad.
I knew people in high school who put ecstasy in their ass, and they
I did
acted like
too.
it was a normal thing. Did you do it, or you knew people?
No,
who
I've
did
never
it?
done it, but I
Yeah.
know people.
I
have
was
done
like,
it.
that cannot
I know
be.
I know
good.
I know meme accounts that have done it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Dude,
like
there are going to
worse.
be so many people that actually boof 2 ecstasy pills in the Lost Love bathroom on
I
Fat
know.
Tuesday this year.
I know. It's just going to be full of people boofing.
That's so funny.
It's very funny.
Yeah. He's a tastemaker, man. Oh, he said he would do the podcast, but he couldn't do it tonight.
Okay.
Who?
The
Dr.
Dr.
Daddy.
Daddy.
Oh, I love him. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, he has like 1 million ecstasy boofing memes now.
Oh,
Have you not
okay.
seen he has like probably
Probably
dozens.
12
Yeah.
boof 2 ecstasy pills in the Lost Love bathroom memes.
Yeah. Shout out to Dr. Daddy, sued at Nola Crime Wave Syndicate on Facebook.
I'm texting Jeff about hi-ho. Do you think it's worth it to go late and see if Duncan will put me up?
I think so.
Yeah, we could just have him put us up wherever we want because we're
Yeah.
good and everyone else at that mic
Everyone
sucks.
else sucks.
Yeah.
No. I'm just going to talk about not drinking for one night as if I'm like the, head of the fucking prohibition movement, and no one will like it.
Yeah, I don't know anyone who talked a lot about not drinking when he was not drinking.
You didn't.
Really?
No, you didn't. You weren't annoying
like there were
about
like
it. You were
3
self-conscious
episodes.
about it.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
He hates people talking about sobriety more than anyone I've
But,
ever
oh, you
met.
do? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I need to talk about it because it's like, obviously I want to be drinking, but I finally gotten to a point where I'm actually happy. Like, I'll never go completely sober. I actually do have to go completely sober because I want to have a baby in the next
Right.
2 years. So I'm kind of like, I need to learn how to be sober. And when I think about it, like tied to something that I want to do, that's like something I really want to do, it's more positive because also it's temporary. It's not just like, I need to get sober because I will die soon if I
Right.
don't. It's like, no, I need to get sober because I want to have a baby and not like,
And not
I
like a
don't-
short king.
Right. I need to stop talking.
No, you're killing it.
Benjamin, tell me why I'm stupid.
No, I agree with everything you're saying.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also, can't drink this stupid kin shit when you're pregnant because it's got like a hella weird stuff. I don't know what I was trying. Hell of a lot is what I was trying to say. I was like, I don't say hella.
No, you don't.
No,
Never too late to start.
I don't want to.
Dead ass.
I'm glad you stopped saying that.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't stopped. I just don't say it on the podcast because you guys pointed it out.
No, you say it less in person too.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we shaved
That
that
is-
out of you.
Yeah. I need a new one. I'm gonna start calling people's
No
outfits
cap.
their drip. Yeah. Yeah, we both went the same direction. Appropriation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just start saying "on the dead homies" as much as you can.
Yeah. I think the reason why I know that I want to stop the recording so that I don't have to edit shit, but I do want to keep hanging out. I know that.
Oh wait, so one more. You were mentioning like dumb bitch Instagram ads or whatever. I clicked out of one of those to like see more about it because it was so funny that this got like targeted to me. But I keep getting so it used to be that Instagram thought I was gay because I followed Mateo Lane. So I just got like a ton of gay shit.
I
'Cause,
mean,
like,
my man's a specimen.
He's hot.
gorgeous.
Yeah, he's very
Jesus
good looking.
fucking Christ.
He just made Instagram gay.
He
Yeah.
like a specimen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
But I guess like now they think that I'm like a Joe Rogan guy for some reason. So I got one that was like exercise equipment, but for your face.
Oh hell yes.
It's
dude.
like weights that you chew on.
Oh man.
I was like, I gotta watch.
It is so much better to be a woman.
It's a treadmill that you lick.
No, but it's like supposed to make you have like a better like jawline.
yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, women in the like 50s used to go ooh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, and do face exercises
What?
to try to get rid of wrinkles. Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom taught me how to do it when I was little. They didn't make the noise, but yeah. Oh, when y'all have to scratch your throat, do you make a weird noise?
I used to be able to do it. I can't.
Ugh.
Yeah, Jeff hates it.
Oh.
We just sound like pigs.
I know. I got told I sound, and I did it in kindergarten, and then Miss Goff, R.I.P., was like, she was like, Mary Devon, stop it! You sound like a fuck. She didn't say fuck it, but she was like, you sound like a pig. And I remember being like really ashamed. And then, but it's how I scratch my throat, and I didn't know I was obscene.
My dad used to do it when his inner ear itched.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
too. Yeah, you can like
I can't
scratch
do that.
shit.
Yeah.
I can like scratch my insides
Yeah.
by making a weird noise. It's so weird.
You're just basically like a human Hitachi magical. You're just like buzzing out itches everywhere. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Plug her in the damn wall.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, that's good. We're done.
Okay.
All right.
We love you,
thanks
Kate.
for listening. Bye.
Mwah.